Pursuant to Section 226 of the 1997 Constitution, the Promulgation Bill required the support of 3/4 of all the National Assembly members. The bill gathered 35 yes votes and 21 noes, falling short of the required support of 44 votes.
This, I am saying that it doesn't work on defending my culture. I believe in my culture. It's zero to my culture. Zero to my culture, and I'm saying it's zero to it, to be buried 40 feet deep. And secondly, I'm also saying, Honorable Speaker, that this is a book that is not in line with my principles and the rule of law, and what I think is objectively for 2.3 million Gambian populace. I end by this, and I will repeat. I am sorry for the Justice Minister who brought this, but it will be a lesson, and the lesson is 40 feet deep is the final decision.
But Gambians do not want any other constitution. Not any other constitution do we want. No, we don't. We needed a constitution, but not every constitution. We need a constitution that is progressive. That's what the Gambians are yearning for. And the 2024 is not one of them. So therefore, I cannot support it.
I think the drafters or those who brought, or someone who brought this bill to the Assembly, just brought it for the sake of bringing it, just to satisfy the donors, just to satisfy the people outside, but I don't think they really mean of bringing this constitution or the draft constitution to this National Assembly. Honorable Speaker, based on that alone, Honorable Speaker, I think I have tied a very big head tie today, on which I am ready to put this draft constitution, 2024 draft constitution, tie it strongly, and then just throw it in the ozone of the Gambia.
The rejection of the 2024 bill comes in the wake of a previous attempt at a constitutional reform in 2020, when a draft constitution was similarly rejected by the Assembly during its second reading. This earlier draft was the result of an extensive consultation process with funds of $116 million aimed at engaging citizens in discussions about the future of governance in the Gambia. Despite the hopes being on this draft, it was ultimately voted down, leaving many citizens disheartened and raising questions about the political will to reform the Constitution. The 2020 draft Constitution was seen as a significant step forward, aiming to enshrine democratic principles and safeguard human rights, reflecting the aspirations of Gambians following the ousting of former President Yahya Jammeh in 2017. The rejection of this draft not only stalled the constitutional reform process, but also highlighted the challenges of achieving consensus among lawmakers, many of whom were divided along political lines. Meanwhile, the failure to pass the 2024 draft constitution carries significant implications for the Gambia's political landscape. Without a new constitutional framework, the country will continue to operate under the 1997 Constitution, which many view as outdated and inadequate for addressing the current democratic aspirations of the Gambian people.
Some said consultations were not done. Fine. You may say consultations were not done. But to be honest, I have attended series of consultations. And during those consultations, I have seen some members in attendance who are here today saying that they were not consulted. Gambia participated, Goodluck Jonathan and his team, International Idea, you name them. And even though if consultations were not done, now you have the opportunity for you to do your own consultations. That is by allowing it to go through the process, and then you do your own consultations at your own level.
We have the majority, we have the minority. If you cannot accept and trust us to go to the consideration stage and do the amendment because we have the number, now you also have the number. You are telling us we go there. How can you trust you when you don't trust me? And again, I wanted to trust you, when the minister made that introduction, but unfortunately, what I have seen, what I have heard, what I have seen, and what I have heard, you cannot be trusted.
I am calling all and sundry. And also I'm calling on the leadership of the Marine Caucus to reflect on these submissions, convince its membership to really accept this thing to go to the next level. We are more than willing to cooperate and listen to your concerns so that we incorporate.
This could perpetuate a cycle of disillusionment among citizens who seek a government that reflects their values and rights. Justice Minister Dawda A, Jallow, while presenting the bill, noted that the lesson learned from the 2020 rejection and emphasized the importance of dialogue, compromise, and constructive engagement. He urged National Assembly members to rise above political divides and support the bill for the good of the country. But his aspirations and pleas seem not to be heard by lawmakers. With the rejection of the 2024 draft, Gambia's hope for a new constitution and a third republic remains uncertain. Maria Madem, reporting for Star TV News.